Martinsville, DG and Hayden all up in the booth. Drivers have 5 minutes to get their qualifying effort in 2 laps in which they can set their best lap time. We got over 30 cars here. So how do you think this one's going to go, Hayden?
It's probably not going to go any different than most Martinsville races. Probably going to have a lot of cautions. Lucas or someone like that's going to win, and we're all going to leave disappointed.
But are we going to leave disappointed because we specifically have called it meme week, and there's a lot of funny faces on race cars, like here's old school Jeff Gordon on the 10 car.
That is something that will definitely keep us at least talking throughout the entire night, but one thing's for sure about Martinsville is people are going to leave with hurt feelings.
Always. I think only the person that wins is generally happy. Everyone else tends to be pissed off.
One of the rules of Martinsville is to leave your feelings at the door, yet nobody does, so Discord will be fun after the race, I'm sure.
Discord after this race will be its own meme. Garrett Wolfenbarger, first one to put down that number 1 lap time. Currently a 19.562. See if you can pick that up on lap number 2. Uh-oh, things are in the way. Let's get things out of the way. Wolfenbarger does not improve on lap number 2. Casey Graves sits in second. Bill Rivard goes third. Brad Wilson on his second lap, currently fourth. See if he can pick it up. Another one that does pick up. There we go. I was going to say another one that doesn't pick up, but he did. Up to the second spot he goes. Travis Martin, 8th on his first lap. Second lap coming through. Improves to a 19.68. That'll move him up to 5th. Cody Brown clocks in 9th. Andrew Beach complete his second lap, moves up to a 19.87. That'll bump him to 11th. Brantley Bryant goes to 6th on his first lap. Lucas Weissman, always good on short tracks, currently shown 7th. See if he's able to improve on lap number 2. Just barely by 4 thousandths, so he'll remain 7th. Checking on John Neckrich in the 26, has Dale Earnhardt Jr. on the hood with his doubted face. It's like second lap quicker. Picks up 3/10, but he will remain 17th. Cody Cleaver sitting on the pit lane. Thomas Green out there in this 2 different versions of Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Dale Earnhardt Sr. Can't say Jr. for both of them. That's definitely Senior. Technically, because you can't see if it's a 2-car or 3-car, you could even say it's Kevin Harvick's AC Del Cahart, and it has nothing to do with Junior whatsoever. Or Clint Boyer, or Brad Perez, or anyone else that's running that thing. Trent Sneed in the Toyota in 11th. That number 3 car goes up to 3rd. Corey angry that he lost so much ground in turn 3. Matt Banky sitting 17th. Mark Dingman out on track. He's got Cal Naughton Jr. right there on the hood of that 82. Now out on track, we have Talmadge, Mike Edwards, and Cliff Mullins. Mullins has Andrew Bleach all over the car with very terrifying pictures of Andrew Bleach's naked body on there. Fortunately, above the waist. Talmadge goes 16th on his first lap in the 42.
Oh, and just inside the buzzer, Blake Giglio is connected.
Blake Giglio has made his way into this shenanigan fest. Jared Talmadge all the way up to 4th in his second lap. Mr. Martinsville, Cliff Mullins from Martinsville, sitting 26th. Sure he'll be disappointed in that effort. Cody Cleaver 27th, still sitting on the pit lane. No one else is going out for qualifying attempts. We can just show you Cliff and Trenton riding around practicing. Trenton's now on the pit lane. We'll show you Cliff practicing in these final 30 seconds.
"35 cars here tonight. Big field, big field."
Technically 36, but they're not going to let you put that broadcaster car out on track. Blake's starting at the rear of the field. Lucas is starting outside the top 10.
This race is already a meme.
Definitely. Oh, I expect a lot of hurt feelings tonight, but I'm here for it. That's going to do it for qualifying. Garrett Wolfenbarger, your pole sitter.
Welcome to Martinsville, the Angry Face Meme Race. Thanks for those of you who are participating. There's a lot of good schemes out there. Very funny. Guys, tonight we have 160 laps. Halfway is going to be at lap 80. The end of lap 80, halfway points will be given out to the top 10. Just to go over things, don't forget that the start is on green. All restarts thereafter. The leader will have lane choice and controls the restart once the pace car goes into pit road. This is Martinsville, guys. Let's try to take it easy and let's get some green flag laps under us. It's going to be a lot more fun than running yellow. I know you guys can do it. I got everybody faith. Let's go out there and have some fun.
That's a meme.
75% of this race will be run under yellow.
So at minimum. We got 160 laps at sim time of 9:55 p.m. So a nice late start here. Clear skies, not expecting any rain today. Track temp 79 degrees, nice and cool. Leisurely 2-mile-an-hour wind, and as he said, points at the top 10 to the top 10 at halfway. Jesus, that was hard to say. Fuel window we haven't heard because, well, we're not going to go green very long, so it's going to be pit whenever you need to.
Typically, with SRO short track races, the best strategy is pit as soon as you can make it to the end on fuel. So,
yes, be the first one to pit last.
Exactly, and just maintain your track position for the rest of the race. And well, Lucas has won a bunch that way, so has Blake, and I've won a couple that way. So, just kind of waiting on the second and fourth place cars to grid here, so we can give you our starting lineup.
Wouldn't that be great if they would get their ass on track? Be fantastic.
I know, they're just going to wait for the last second. At least we get an extra pace lap, so I mean,
let's just go with it, and if they're not there, fuck them.
All right.
Garrett Wolfenbarger on the pole in the Shenandoah Shine Chevrolet. Starting outside, we Brad Wilson, who doesn't want to be shown. Thomas Green in the number 3 Goodwrench AC Delco machine start in 3rd. Jarrett Talmadge, the Viva Vantage Chevrolet, starts in 4th. Casey Graves in the True Speed Toyota in 5th. Bill Rivard in his Jeff Gordon Labor 12 Toyota in 6th. Travis Martin, the Kyle Busch Mr. Ghostman Ford, starts in 7th. Grant Harrell in the Fuck Austin Dillon Ford starts in the 8th spot. Mike Edwards in the Fort Worth Screen Ford in 9th. Brantley Bryant, Shenandoah Shine Toyota is 10th.
11th is a 97 Sunny D Ford Mustang of Lucas Hoytsman at his outside. Carson Bechtel in the Wanted Goons Toyota. Also in a Toyota tonight is Trenton Sneed. Everything about that car is cursed, and it is perfect to his outside in 14th. Gatlin Downey. Your 15th starter is Ian Montrose in the one car. Door bumper clears. Is apparently a meme to him. Andrew Beach starting 16th in the Side Pipes Chevrolet. 17th is the 17 of Cody Brown in the Wheelan Chevrolet to his outside. And 18th, Mark Dingman, number 82. 712 Brick Chevrolet starting 19th is Quinn Newton. Starting 20th in the Victoria's Secret Chevrolet is the 35 of Matt Banky.
21st, Dave Hoytsby, Labor 12 Chevy. Trevor Trago in the 91 start from the pits, qualified 22nd. Zach Margison in the 88 starts in 23rd. John Neckrich in the 26 Dale Jr. machine starts 24th. Then you have Diego Rodriguez in the 71/18 Hendricks car starting in 25th. Cliff Mullins, the Andrew Bleak Chevrolet, starts 26th. Cody Cleaver, Kabuto Chevy, 27th. Noah Hamilton in the Kane Chevrolet starts in 28th. Blake Iglio, the Valvoline Ford, starts in 29th. And Corey Deal in his 44 starts in 30th.
Your last 5 starters is the 69 of Joel Munchell, who will be on the outside because some dumbass registered as a driver. Then the 95 of Jeremy Clapper Newell, 9 of J.R. Deal, 35th Jake Lawrence, with that Ricky Stenhouse Toyota Supra, and starting in 35th is the 15 of Jeremy Shearer.
A lot of cars here tonight as we get the green flag right as we wrap up our starting lineup and field storms off into turn number 1. Thanks once again to Labor 12 for the starting lineup music, and I can't believe we're still green.
We made it to turn 3, and somehow the 51 of Brad Wilson's gotten the lead right off the start.
By being the pole sitter, I do believe is the way he did that. And there's the yellow flag. We actually made it to the start-finish line.
Wolfenbarger was the pole sitter.
Guarantee you, I can't see what happened. Guarantee you, we don't get to see what caused that. We can try to look.
Spun the tires on the start, it looks like.
We can't see what brought out the caution.
Locked the brakes up and got a black flag from entering pit road somehow. So, yeah, fun.
Because you're in pit road. Why would you say somehow? You sat there and said how you did it.
It looks like it was Zachary Margison's the cause for your caution. He got help from Cliff Mullins going into. Did he? No, I don't think he did. Looks like he just locks up the rears.
There you go. Locking up the brakes, heading into the corner. We don't have draw space for over 30 cars, so we can only show 30 at a time, and when something happens to people outside the top 30, we don't get to see it. But I think Hayden has a little bit more power in his PC, and he's able to see it. I'll put an asterisk next to that and say sometimes. Look to blank. Blank, blink, blonk. Hello, Red Cell. Welcome on in. How is everybody doing tonight? Hopefully your Tuesday is going fantastic. We had a very entertaining dirt race as they were jumping off of ramps in the dirt. And we begin the iPacing 160.
Corey Deal.
Blake Giglio.
It's me and Quinn in the booth. How you feeling about tonight?
Oh, that was a very short interview.
That was a very short interview.
Let's see if we
Corey
can...
Deal is outlaw, right? Nope, Corey's not outlaw.
JR Deal is outlaw. Yeah, how do you get that wrong?
Corey, how is it going? You know what? I could move Corey to the right channel. We're not in broadcast. Where are we? Hang on.
I'm in broadcast now. Hi, Corey. How are you?
Hello. I got moved, and I was like, why am I alone?
Yeah, Hayden was going to bring you up here to talk to you, and then he didn't realize we weren't in the broadcast booth. Go ahead, Hayden. Take it away.
Well, Corey, how is it going out there right now?
I started in third gear.
Perfect.
I'm so far in the back, and I'm just like, I'm going to start in third gear, because by the time I reach third gear, it's going to be like, I'm in the turn.
I'm surprised the yellow wasn't out by the time you got there.
Yeah, we almost made it a lap. I'm happy about that. You know, watch Zach almost destroy the barrels on lap 1. That's hilarious. Like, that would have been a meme within itself.
Well, no, here's the meme. Hayden Law is like, Corey Deal, that's outlaw, right?
Oh, my God. I'm done.
Look, you can call me stupid.
Put him back in his channel. It's screen time.
Bye. There we go.
Bye.
Do we make it a lap this time, Swiss? Do we make it a lap?
No. Abso-fucking-lutely not, we don't.
Fair enough.
Wilson around the outside, gets past Garrett Wolfenbarger again. Where's the Eric going to come in?
Yeah, there it is.
Yep, that was quick. Who's dead?
Who was it? Who was it? Who was it?
I can't even go back there. Oh,
Dave.
Daddy Dave is in it.
Uh-oh, Dave all by himself. Dave has called it a night.
He spins it off the high side, and around goes the 79. 71, which I can't remember what the correct number of the 71 is. I think it's the 18. Kept bouncing off of him.
I believe it is the 18.
Then we disappear for a while. Then we see him again. Who's that behind him? Is that Clapper Newell? I think it is. He get caught up there at the top. They get going before the leaders get there. Daddy Dave takes the tow, and I think Dave's had enough of this race already. Let's see if we can check in on the 91 machine. There he is, ahead of the pace car. He's currently shown 2 laps down, the only car off the lead lap, so we'll see if he gets the lucky dog here. Trevor Trago and the Winding Goons Chevrolet. We're down to 34 cars, I think. Clapper Newell getting past there. Wonder if that's where iRacing is lining him up. That would be most unfortunate for Clapper. Then he wouldn't get his lap back. But I thought he got it righted before they got there. Now he's ahead of him. That makes more sense.
One of the few things that does make sense about SRL at Martinsville.
Fair point. It's mean week. We're not supposed to make a whole lot of sense.
Exactly.
Who's your pick for tonight, since we have 150 laps to fill?
That's a good question. Can I pick the pace car?
Yes.
I'm picking the pace car.
You're automatically going to lose.
That's fine. It'll be the first one across the finish line as the race ends. So
It might be able to get, let's say, most laps led, but it can't run 160 laps, so it can't win.
I still think it'll be the first one to see the checkered flag.
Except it'd be technically the car behind him because he didn't complete 160 laps. So it'd be like,
That's not the point.
if the white flag is out and waving to cars ahead of the leader, they don't have the white flag yet.
All right, you know what? I've got to wait. I know what to do.
Hit the pace car!
Random number generator, 1 to 100. Do we have an 84 car?
Not tonight.
All right, well, let's hit the random number generator again. Is there a 31? I don't think we have a 31 either. This isn't going well.
Not tonight.
Try it again. 29?
Not tonight.
Ah, this is not going well. 12?
I don't think so.
No. This is going great. Hang on. We have to do this before
You gotta have a lap.
30. No. 15. 15. There we go. Jeremy Shearer is going to win tonight's race.
Pace car's off. Oh, the random number generators picked the 15 of Jeremy Shearer. I'm going to take the 51 of Brad Wilson.
That's another good pick. Brad Wilson with a great restart.
Oh, Carson Beckles at the wall. Lucas gets into his back ends. Trying to get back there to see if they all get it sorted out. They're
still green.
No one's around. There's a lot of contact.
Trenton Sneed's lost his rear bumper in that. And we've made it a lap.
That is shocking. Absolutely shocking.
There's the caution. It looks
52,
like...
Bryant. Bryant's around. He's trying to click on his name, but God, there's so many cars going by him, I can't. Finally.
Tries to get to the bottom. And...
there's the car
Ian
there.
Ian Montrose had sent it into that corner.
Tried to get down, and there was the car there. I do.
He is mad at the one car. Oh, he said, I'll see you later. Oh, he said, I'll be waiting for you. So, Brantley Bryant, not happy with the one of Ian Montrose.
Even though Brantley Bryant came down on the nose of Ian Montrose. That's curious. Fascinating. Well, have fun with your cast, Le Mans, Mr. Fallen. You love the graphics? I appreciate you. We try to do a good job with it. A lot of help from Clint Roberts. Helped us get all set up here. We got all kinds of fancy things we haven't even shown you yet because, well, we're 10% into this race and we're under caution for like the 18th time. Oh my gosh, Sean. You're putting all of these into our broadcast permanently. You know that, right? Relax.
You've also got the dirt street stock up on the broadcast instead of the Fort Worth screen, or not the Fort Worth screen putting, the Xfinity. It's a habit. Fort Worth has been a partner for the Xfinity series for a long time, and I got confused.
It said it right on the scoreboard, but the top right corner was incorrect. I like when it switched over, it automatically did the sponsor page, and then it was like, thanks for our partners, and it had Fort Worth again. John Garrett's taking over the world. Goes the 91 back around, and he is now on a lead lap. Checking on the 97. He had that hard contact early on. Not sure if he's taking a fast repair or not. We'll have to double check. Run the splits and jump in on our fast repairs and see no one in the top 20. I don't think anyone in the top 20 is pit yet. First car that's been to pit lane is 27th, Lucas Hoisman, and it was a 4-second stop, so I have a feeling he had to take a fast repair. And he did. Hoisman's taking a fast repair. Bleach, Andrew Beach is taking a fast repair. Should I do a 2-lap down challenge? Hell yeah. Notes from Trevor before we do the race. Do we shift here? You'll probably have to. Just because of the traffic, but normally on a normal lap you wouldn't.
Restarts. You'll need to shift on restarts.
That too, obviously. I meant like a normal at race pace.
Surprisingly enough, iRacing has a setup here where shifting is not advantageous for once. So
Downey and Beach both burned up fast repairs. Keep an eye on all of those. You only get one. 10% into this race. Lights out on the pace car. Going green about half a lap. Taking in bets in the chat. Over under 1 lap until we go caution again. Over under 1 lap.
here we go. Restart. Wilson with another great restart over his teammate Garrett Wolfenbarger.
We have begun this 1 lap. Let's see if we can make it.
We're 3 wide in the background. 44 way out of line.
Corey Deal out of line? That never happens.
No. And we're going to make it.
And the overpays.
Oh, Cody Clipper spinning out of turn 4.
That's okay. Leader made it a lap. He overpays. The Kabuto Chevy goes around. Does he have help? He curbs the car, and that spins him out, and then several drivers get banged up behind him. Cody Cleaver gets the left side tires on the curb, and that does not help at all. Spins the 2 car around. We're back under one of them their cautions, Hayden.
We are indeed. And I think it's time we start talking to people. Fill some airspace here. Who should we pull? Who's a good interview? Cliff Mullins would be a good interview.
See, I would say at Martinsville, you just start at the top and work your way to the bottom.
All right, Ian Montrose it is. It's the first name I see in Discord. I know that's not what you meant, but I don't care. Ian, this is Hayden in the booth. You got me?
Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
It's going well. How are you?
Well, you know, we're just trying to fill some time here, and your name was the first one that came up in Discord. So welcome to the interview. How are the tempers out there?
Apparently not good. Somebody's in the infield waiting for me later. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna get Kyle Busch or whatever, but we'll see. Yeah. Was it my fault, or did he come down on me?
To us, it kind of looked like you fired it off in the corner, but he definitely was not aware that you were gonna be there. So, one of them deals.
Yeah, probably. I wasn't trying to take him out, obviously, but I was. Yeah, I don't know. Is what it is. I wasn't trying to do it, but you know, I'll slap him with my glove and I'll challenge him to a duel, and we'll settle this. We'll settle this properly.
Can you make it to the end on fuel?
We were joking around if somebody was going to try and do it. Just not pit for the entire race. I'm trying right now. We're just fuel saving like hell, but I don't think we can do it. But we'll see. We'll see if it keeps going like this. Maybe, I don't know.
All right. Well, good luck. Good luck staying out of the incidents, and you didn't change your paint scheme this week, so apparently door bumper clear is a meme. So
still a meme. They create the memes.
I mean, hey, hung money, you know. All right. Well, good luck, Ian, and we'll move you back down to C2X.
Adios.
It was the driver of the one car, Ian Montrose.
You didn't even make your own sense. You know that, right?
Correct.
The first driver in the Discord is not Ian. Williams up there above.
Oh, he is above. Oh, I didn't even see above us. I looked below us, so.
This fucking guy. What is this, amateur hour?
What a guy. All right, well, lights are off on the pace car again. Front row still the same as it has been the entire race. Wolfenbarger on the bottom. Brad Wilson on the top. I don't know why that escaped me.
I'm just scared of how you worded that.
Brad is the control car, however. He keeps picking the top, letting his teammate have the bottom. So.
And we're back to green flag racing. Wilson gets the jump on Wolfenbarger. Jarrett Talmadge. The 3 of Thomas Green sends it in there, collects Talmadge, and that's going to be our caution once again. Jarrett Talmadge and teammates 42 and 3 come together. Lucas is around again. What happened to Lucas back in the pack? Can't catch up to him because he keeps dropping down the order. Lucas got turned in the after effects of this.
Oh, Lucas not checking up as much as the 52, kind of shot to the middle, and he gets pinched and rear-ended by Jeremy Clapper.
And pinballed around a bit there. Bounces off the inside car, bounces off the outside car, and then Clapper Newell bounces off his back end, and
lots of bouncing.
Looked like a damn pinball. But that started between teammates, the 42 and the 3. That was something.
Yeah, the 3 just really sent it in there. Locked up the rear tires and...
Check him down here. There we go. Yeah, he full send trying to stay off of him. Gets the car out of shape. Collects Talmadge. 3 ends up better off. So he gets going back straight. 42 ends up turned around.
The 3, however, is missing a front bumper. Maybe that'll help with keeping the front tires cool, but we'll see. There's no radiator damage.
I don't know how you're going to get him heated up at this rate.
You make a fair assessment.
Boom! Talmadge was just sitting there at the top, and the 71 just arc or break the fuck out of him. He was just sitting there parked.
42 car also missing a front bumper.
And also trapped behind the pace car, so he can't pit. He's going to pit anyway and go a lap down. Entering a closed pit as well. But, of course, that's what we see. He might see it green.
He does, unfortunately, have a meatball, so he's going to be forced to take his fast repair.
Imagine your teammate making you take a fast repair on a meatball. That's rough. Lucas Hoytsman been on and off the pit lane again. He's taking 4 fresh tires, and I think he's going to try to go to the end without pitting. Brad Wilson, your leader, Wolfenbarger, Graves, Edwards, and Rivard, your top 5. Thomas Green, despite being in that crash, still comes out of it in 6th. We have Travis Martin, Ian Montrose, Mark Dingman, Matt Benke, your top 10. That would not have been my top 10 on my bingo card.
No, not at all. That's a pick names out of a hat top 10.
Plenty of drivers you expect up there, not there, like Giglio and Hoytsma.
Lucas has had some bad luck tonight. Blake up to 15th after starting in the rear, joining literally last second. We're doubled up for the restart. You think we get over under a lap again? What do you think?
I'm gonna go over because I'm feeling hopeful.
All right, then I will take the under and cash this out real quickly.
Outside gets the jump, who we've seen multiple times. Edwards now in that battle for the second row. It's Casey Graves and Edwards. Graves gets that back in, wiggling down into the corner, but gets a decent enough
26
stop.
is around.
Oh, Blake Giglio.
Involved. 52, Brantley Bryant again.
Oh, back end is having braking issues tonight. A lot of into the corner problems. Blake Giglio.
And back in the pack, Carson Bechtel spun all by himself as well.
Blake take a tow, or is it just the way the game was? I think it was just the way the game was. See what happens to Carson. See Carson just ahead of... That's Lucas, the green flag waving. They get in on turn number 1, and that's another one with the rear brakes. I don't know what they're doing with their brake bias, but a lot of these drivers not able to get these cars turned into the corner very well. Maybe more practice needed with the brake bias set up because they are struggling out there tonight.
Public service announcement. You can change your brake bias in the car. Move it forward, guys. Move it forward. Bigger number. Go to plus 3%. Public service announcement. Thank you very much.
If you're having trouble like that, probably want to take advice there.
Wheel hop is absolutely terrible here. If you get on them, you can absolutely wheel hop the rear tires, and once you get wheel hopping, the only way to fix it is to either let off the brake or add throttle, which is really counterintuitive and unfortunately will 9 times out of 10 put you in the rear bumper of the car in front. So it's damned if you do, damned if you don't in the middle of the pack. All right, well let's go back up to Bill Rivard here, since Bill's all up there by himself. Bill, what the hell's going on?
Nothing. Just racing.
Racing where?
I would argue that this is not racing.
Yeah, I've had some good battles for these laps, but you know.
Our longest run is a lap and like 15 feet.
It was perfect. It was so much fun.
Well, how does fuel look? Yeah, how far can you go?
Oh, I'm already good. I'm gonna make it to the end.
Make it to the interesting. All right, well. Good luck.
And as far as your brake bias goes, I'm already at 47%, so
47?
yes.
Brother, you do realize a smaller number is more rear bias, right?
Oh, I know.
Gee, okay. Well. All right. Bill Rivard running way more rear brake bias than what's logical.
He's winning the face race.
He is, so I mean, he's got that going for him.
Closest car to the front with a face on the hood.
All right, we're doubled up for the restart. The front row still hasn't changed.
I bet Brad Wilson powers up on the outside and takes the lead.
You think so?
I think so.
I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going to say Brad Wilson powers it up on the outside and takes the lead.
We'll see which one of us is right. Here's the pace car heads off. Oh, and Brad Wilson powers it up on the outside, and it looks like he's going to get the lead. Garrett Wolfenbarger second, Mike Edwards third, and then the battle is on for fourth, Casey Graves and Travis Martin. Edwards, pretty good launch, getting down from the top side and hangs on to third. And Bill Rivard with the brake bias gets way out of shape, gets up the hill, gets into Travis Martin. They keep it straight somehow.
What a save. Casey Graves, Travis Martin still side by side for that fourth spot. Travis got a huge run on the exit. Drove it in a little deep. He's a little wide. He's going to fall to fifth.
And Bill Rivard made him go so high, of course he got a good run off the corner.
We're going to make it a second lap. This was our longest run.
Longest green flag run of the night. This is fantastic stuff right here. Watching Green and Rivard battle. Green gets by the number 10 of Rivard with no front end, running the modified division out there. He's now working to the inside of the 63 of Travis Martin.
And if we go green here, keeping those front tires cool could be an advantage. Travis Martin into the wall.
He just smacked his face against the wall. Travis Martin's scheme has a lot of little Travis Martin faces all over it. Have to get up close to see it, but it's awesome. So Ian Montrose moving by the Ghost Man up into the 7th spot as he gets both his door and his bumper and also his clear now. Travis Martin, Matt Benke, Mark Dingman, still your top 10. Corey Deal works inside that Mark Ding machine. He's got his picture on the tail trunk of that car. Mark Dingman, the Ricky Bobby scheme. Not Ricky Bobby, but what's that guy's name? Cal Naughton Jr. There we go. My brain's just mixing all kinds of shit together right now. Corey's still in 11th. Kind of single file back from there. Cliff Mullins 13th. Bryant 14th. Beach 15th. Jake 16th. There's Noah Hamilton, first start in SRL, running in 17th. Jay Munch 18th in that meme scheme number 69. Has quarter panel numbers, because of course he does. And I believe it's the fight between Bubba Wallace and Kyle Larson on the side. Corey Deal working over Dingman once again. It seems your brake bias conversations helped a little bit.
I mean, apparently, this is our longest green flag run of the night.
I don't even know what to talk about right now.
I'm just kind of bewildered at the moment.
I've got all this filler in my head and don't know how to talk about the race.
Right? Brad Wilson's got nearly a second lead over teammate Garrett Wolfenbarger. Michael Edwards trying to track him down for that second position. Casey Graves... fuck. What's the caution for now?
Who done it?
Cody Cleaver goes a lap down here, so I wonder...
JR Deal gets it in there hot, gets the back end around, and around he goes, backs it into the fence, and then disappears because he was too far away from where we were watching.
Oh,
JR
and Cody,
Deal.
an innocent bystander, gets rear-ended by the 7118 car.
718 car?
7118, whatever the hell we want
Yeah,
to
you
call
smash,
it tonight.
smash
Diego
those ones.
Rodriguez.
Smash those ones together, and we'll call it the 718 car.
Fair enough.
It's like Casey Graves has decided to pit. Brings his true speed Toyota to the pit lane. I don't think anyone else in the top 10 decided to pit. He's going to be a lonely fellow on that one. Andrew Beach pit on that first caution. It's up to 14th. Highest car that's been to the pit lane. And you have Martinsville and Bechtel 17th and 18th. Gatlin Downey 20th. John Neckarich 21st. Lucas Hoytsma 23rd. Been a rough night for Giglio and Hoytsma. 22nd, 23rd so far.
Let's talk to one of them. Who should we talk to? Blake Giglio? Blake Giglio sounds good.
Let's bring them both.
Both of them? All right, well, here's Blake Giglio. Blake, we're going to bring your friend up here too, Lucas Hoytsma. Blake and Lucas, what the hell? This is not like you guys. What's going on?
Car sucks. That's what's going on.
Go ahead, Lucas.
My tooth hurts. These people suck. They can't restart. I mean, what the fuck's going on?
I mean, most of it's not really been the restart. A lot of it's been people under braking. Most of this accidents have been people losing the back end under braking.
58% brake bias, people.
Oh, mine at 49. Is that not right?
Bill Rivard is at 47.
Well, that's the problem right there. That's why we're getting yellows.
What the hell is he doing? He's trying to get loose at 57.
Wee.
I'm trying to play
Anywho,
mini golf on my phone at the same time.
which one of you is going to finish highest tonight?
Him, because this damn car doesn't turn. It's like driving a freaking dump truck, son.
I mean, your left front is beat to shit.
Well, that's more air. Should be
Look at
turning
his
better,
back
son.
bumper. That's real beat up.
I mean, back
I mean,
bumper don't matter all that much.
Try that at Martinsville. See where it gets you.
That is a small town.
That's a protest right there, son.
You've got hit under yellow. That damn Hoytsma
Alright,
guy is
well.
trying to get banned from every league.
So a lot of people are screwed after this week with the at-fault system. So I'm excited to have 10 cars next week.
I mean, we haven't heard what Travis's decision was to do at faults or not for the meme week, knowing this would be a total shit fest.
Oh no! Oh well, I gotta know then.
Well, you could ask
Oh,
Travis in race.
Yeah, we can ask Travis, and we're going to go to low drag. All right, bye. All right, that was the two low drag cars of Blake Giglio and Lucas Hoytsma. Same restart as normal. Oh no, it's not. It's not the same restart as normal. Brad Wilson spun the tires. We got a battle for the race lead. Wilson on the outside, Wolfenbarger on the inside, and that is
Oh, Ian got very sideways. Oh, Travis
Oh,
Martin gets punted by
Travis.
Corey Deal.
We're wrecking after the yellow.
Wow. Travis takes the tow. Looks like his motor exploded. They're still wrecking. Jeez. So we see what happens to Mr. Martin here. They get sideways up ahead of him. Travis checks up. Corey does not and obliterates Travis.
That's
And-
not even what the yellow was for. Holy pile up in turn one. That's what the yellow's for.
I'm going to guess the 88.
What the hell? Andrew Beach into the back of Cliff Mullins down the straightaway. Turns Cliff into the inside wall, collects the 45,
Holy crap.
and
Lucas.
it's just a track blocker after that.
Sweet mercy. Well, I guess Andrew Beach just made the list.
Noah Hamilton is disconnected. The 45 machine is done for the night.
Yeah, he got the inside wall pretty hard there.
That
Well-
was a track blocker.
Welcome to meme week.
Lucas
That's-
Hoytsma has taken that car to the garage as well. He
So
is
Cliff
done.
Cliff gets turned, bounces off the 45, and then gets turned back straight again. Cliff actually makes out here really well.
That was so weird. Cliff like just didn't go. Oh, he was into the back of the 82.
Mark Dingman. Yeah.
Checked up for that.
It's quite a feces fest for you. Quite a feces fest. I'm trying to track down the 82, but I can't find it. Oh, there he is. Let's see what happens here. Behind Matt Benke. Cliff was pushing him down the straightaway, and then Beach got to pushing Cliff, and then all hell breaks loose. Holy crap, look at everybody pile up in there. So you can go aboard Gatlin Downey for that one. That looked entertaining. From the cockpit of the 05 Gatlin Downey. There goes Cliff into the 45. They get turned, and here comes 05 smashing in there, getting pushed into the wreck. And he gets popped hard, and back on it goes. Just a typical Martinsville wreck. And you get a track blocker. Kind of on your own there. This is on board the 22. A little bit further back in the field.
Race car makes the hard left turn onto pit road. Front row, again, no changes.
And this time, Brad Wilson goes around the outside, and you get a wreck! Oh, Bill Rivard and the 3 of Thomas Green. That was near the front of the field. Actually do a pretty good job not to collect the entire field. Happens here between the 10 and the 3. Looks like a little bit of netcode and a little bit of Bill Rivard coming down from the wall. I think we can go on board with the 10. Dissect that a little further. Yeah, he's...
10 kind of just comes left.
He wiggles left, and then netcode decides it's a wreck.
Thomas Green, I mean, if you're going to be picky, Thomas moves to the right, maybe an inch.
Yeah, not a lot. They kind of go for that same real estate, which I don't know why the 10 was moving left. Yeah, they both move to the middle, and then that ugly netcode rears its head, and they are murdered.
Thomas Green with big issues on that front suspension brings it to pit road. No meatball, but...
Would you take a faster pair if your car looked like that?
I would be hard-pressed not to. Although with how many cautions we've had, I could probably get it all fixed.
Nah, I don't get to sit on pit road very long. This car needs a lot of help. Let's see what the decision is. It is faster pair for the 3. 100 laps to go. Good luck with that one, buddy.
A couple more pieces of housekeeping. After that big pileup in turn 1, Andrew Beach has retired the race car, and Diego Rodriguez, under this caution, has also retired his race car. Both of them out of tonight's meme event. And I'm sure they're not too unhappy about it.
No, they're probably not too disappointed to be out of this one.
Alright, well, we've been avoiding talking to your race leader. Let's see if we can pull him in here and get a word with him. Brad, this is Hayden and Swiss up in the booth. You got us?
Yes, sir.
Alright, well, you've led basically every single lap of this race after the initial start. Kind of take us through all your restarts and what's your fuel situation looking like?
Not honestly sure. I feel like if we keep getting yellows, we might be able to make it all the way, but I'm not sure if I want to kind of chance it on that. But me and Wolfie kind of working together here a little bit. Kind of just trying to keep us both up front here so we don't lose any positions on these restarts and get caught up in all the mess that's happening behind us. But we'll just keep kind of doing what we're doing and hope for the best. I'm going to choose that top.
Right,
we haven't seen that yet tonight.
No. It's not like every every single start and restart has seen you on the outside of Wolfenbarger. So
Oh yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
literally even the initial start, it was like this, and you're just not giving us anything interesting to talk about. So maybe make it look interesting.
So one of those, it was interesting. I got real loose getting going, and he almost took the lead from me. Almost.
Yeah, but he didn't. So
Yeah, but I don't want to.
All right, go back to your
teammate.
Go back to your chat. Good luck. Bye.
Right,
Going green here. The restart's going to be.
Oh, the 51 is side by side with the 32.
He's starting to figure out these restarts, but going to break early and let in Brad Wilson.
Top 5 gets single file. Brantley Bryant, Matt Benke working for 6th here. They're all over the place back in the back. Oh my goodness, Blake Giglio trying to find his way through. Trenton's way out wide. Oh my gosh, this field is single file through the top 10. Mark Dingman and the 15 of Scherer side by side.
15 was your random number generator pick for tonight.
He is moving his car around the racetrack. Uh-oh, the 4 Casey Graves gets out of shape. He saves it.
Good save from Casey.
Thought that was going to be our next caution. Oh, there it is. 42 gets in the back of Clapper Newell. Gets turned by the 42. Clapper Newell brings out our 10th caution. Well, I guess really not his fault, but gets tagged by the 42 of Talmadge. You know, this race.
Good job of Jeremy to lock it down, not backing it up into the wall.
Gets tagged by the 69 in the door. This might be the race that Jeremy Clapper Newell returns to being Jeremy Clapper Newell. Because if he sees himself braking and not running over people, and instead he gets run over, it might make him mad enough to go back to running people over.
And I'm sure that's something that exactly 0 people want to see.
So you probably shouldn't run over Jeremy Clapper Newell. Cup Richmond type shit. This is worse, Lucas. This is worse. But this is exactly why it's meme week. 100% of people knew this is exactly what it would be. That's why we're in here laughing at it.
Speaking of something we can laugh at, Michael Edwards, what do you got for us?
I don't know. I didn't plan on beating this, but I'm up here, so we're going with it.
Well, yeah, you're getting some bumps from Bill Rivard. I'm surprised there's less Shrek on your car this week than we expected. What the hell?
I mean, I was expecting Neo's butthole or something.
Yeah, everything's kind of spur in the moment on if I'm racing or not, so kind of just going with the flow. Thankfully, I'm locked in on Xfinity, so just trying to make my starts, but car feels good. I feel like I have some speed. It's really comfortable, and I'm not usually the best here, so kind of just trying not to die.
Well, third is a good spot to not die in. Do you think if we can get more than 5 green flag laps, you got a chance at getting on the front row?
Maybe. I don't know if I have anything for Bradley super quick, but Wilson keeps kind of overshooting the corners. I mean, Garrett keeps overshooting the corners, so...
It's like, wait a minute, that's the same person.
I'm tired. But yeah, we'll see. It's all going to be about when you take that halfway pit stop. It's really the only way to do it around here.
We got reports some drivers are going the whole way. You can't make it?
Let's see. We got 91 to go. I got 48 laps of gas left, so probably not.
Probably not.
No, so I'm thinking pit sometime after halfway and then just try not to die.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Move him back down if I can use my mouse.
You can do it.
No, I can't. Why is it not Swiss? Help.
I'm just watching the struggle, having a good time. Did you know you can right-click his name?
I did. There we go. I got it.
Just in time as they double up.
Front row, no changes. Shocking.
10 laps to halfway.
Row 3, Ian Montrose, Matt Benke.
Matt's been picking up slowly but surely up to that 6th spot.
Pace car is in.
Wilson and Wolfenbarger off of turn number 4 get the green flag, and we're restarted here. Lap number 71 underway. Check back through the field. Edwards has Bill Rivard to his outside, trying to take over the third spot from the high line.
Bill doing a good job with all that rear brake bias, kind of rolling the top and getting an exit.
Oh, Ian Montrose out of shape, almost goes around, but keeps it in there. Carson Bechtel then gets in the back of Ian Montrose, turns him up into the corner. He's getting sent out to the wall. 11th caution's out, I believe, because Bechtel went around. There's the start of it. Bechtel did indeed go around. Gets tagged in the front corner and gets it straightened back out.
Bechtel just absolutely sent it into that corner with no regards for the one of Ian Montrose.
Odd the caution came out there.
He was nearly 90. He was 90 degrees, so that's probably why.
Well, here we go. Back in the
NASCAR, definitely NASCAR race control up there, that's for sure.
They hit the button when they want to.
Exactly.
William, DG, and Hayden in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey.
What do you think of this race so far as we approach halfway?
Pretty good. I love pacing.
You love pacing. That is a lot what it's like, and you got to get as good of a restart as you can and then pace some more. Do you think some of these cars can go the whole race?
People I can send applications out to.
For the Warthog Racing when they don't break?
Yeah, I got my notepad out here. I'm taking notes.
Been a few pretty good candidates so far with, I think that was the 18 of Rodriguez that just kind of never even slowed down for the car that was wrecked for 5 minutes in the outside wall. That was great. Do you think anybody's going to be able to make it the whole race without pitting?
No.
And so far we have 8, 9, 10 cars that have not been to pit lane the entire race. They are not the top 10. They are the top 8 plus Corey Deal and Mark Dingman, 11th and 12th. All right, well,
I think at some point they're actually going to have to run some green flag laps, and at that point, those that didn't pit are going to get screwed.
10-4, we'll let you get back to your comfy couch and take notes.
All right, thanks.
William back up in the garage area. Let's go find Clapper Newell. Clapper, DG, you got a copy?
I got a copy.
It's been one adventurous freaking race so far. You just came off the pit lane. Looks like you topped off the tank. And did you get 4 tires or just 2 or none?
No tires, just a fast repair and just topped off.
Fast repair and topped off for the 95 car. So you got to go this whole second half of the race. Well, no fast repair. How nervous are you going to be?
Nervous.
10-4. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Jimmy Clapper Newell in that 95. Field doubles up. Hayden, I don't know about you, but I imagine the 51 is going to use the outside line and get the lead.
That is a very, very bold prediction of yours. Again, I'm gonna push back on it. I'm gonna think the 51's gonna use the outside lane and get the lead.
That is just, that might be a little too much for my blood.
I know, I just can't agree with you on these sometimes, but we're gonna find out. Here we go. Brad Wilson gets another solid restart, but not clear the 32 yet.
Saw the 32 lift, let the 51 down. And the 51 gets the lead. I did not see that coming.
I am absolutely shocked, let me tell you. At some point, though, the 32 is going to get a restart like that.
Oh my gosh, the one gets into contact and they're backing it up, backing it up. Everyone makes it through. We're 3 wide on the front stretch, but so far we're clean. Wow. I thought for sure that was going to be the caution. Anywho, we're coming to the end of lap 80. Top 10 is going to get a stage point here.
And the 1 and the 44 are all fighting for that last stage point.
Brad Wilson.
Oh, Corey Neal's going to go around into the inside wall.
Brad Wilson gets the stage win, picks up the extra point for the playoffs.
Oh, Margus into the inside wall. Corey Deal and JR Deal, sorry.
All the deals.
All the deals. Here's the deal, okay?
Watch the 44 wreck into the inside wall. Already had no front end, so that car might be meatballed. And then we're going to jump over to the 88, and it was a bad time here for the... Oh my gosh. And then JR spins out. Wow, the 10-10 crew struggling all together. Let's watch Margerson one more time. Peeks to the inside of Gatlin down. He tries to stay off of him. That makes him careen into the inside wall. JR Deal then on the brakes loses it into the inside wall, trying to stay off of everybody. We had 3 different 10-10 cars wreck within the span of a lap.
Here we go. We got a lot of cars to pit road this time, now that we are past halfway.
Rivard stays out.
I mean, Bill said he think he can make it, so...
He's not giving up on that.
No, he's not. Wolfenbarger to pit road. Brad Wilson on pit lane. But now they're going to have to come through the field. Through some cars that presumably can have pit and can already make it.
I think
this will be interesting.
The whole top 10 stays out, so it's not that many cars, but it's also been not that much racing, so it'll be interesting. They're going to try to exit the pits inside one another, but don't quite get it. Oh no. Did we get a penalty? Did Brad Wilson get a penalty? The 51 is dropping back on the inside line like he got busted for speeding.
He did this last week too.
This is not a track you can recover that track position very easily on. Brad Wilson leading most of this race with those great restarts on the outside. Drops back on the inside lane. Looks like John Neckrich may have also been nabbed. He's dropping back in the 26. Bechtel goes by, and there goes Clapper Newell we just talked to. The Neckrich and the Wilson cars outside the top 20 now. Bill Rivard, your leader. The top 9 cars did not pit here. Bill Rivard, Casey Graves, Jarrett Talmadge, Cody Brown, Thomas Green, Quinn Newton, Blake Giglio. Kind of knew Blake was going to try a strategy like this. It's only 17 laps since he put on his tires, so he's going to be pretty good in the 16 car, I believe.
He would presumably be good to the end.
Mm-hmm. Quinn Newton, Cody Cleaver, they can go to the end for sure, but what I'm looking at is freshest tires. Grant Harrell, 22 and 9th, put on tires the last caution. Cleaver 23 laps ago, Blake 17, Newton 23, Thomas Green 23. Cody Brown, it's been 37 laps since that car's been to the pit lane. Then Jarrett Talmadge 54, Casey Graves 37, and then Bill Rivard has not pit this entire race out front.
First car to come down under this caution would be Garrett Wolfenbarger, now 10th.
How do you think this is going to play out?
I mean, I have a hard time thinking that, you know, one of the first 3 or 4 cars isn't going to win this race based on all the cautions we're getting, but I could still see someone like Blake stealing a win here.
All right, we've made it past halfway. Hot damn. And there goes Bill, gets the launch and absolutely leaves Casey Graves. Graves and Brown battle for second. We got 3 wide a little further back.
Michael Edwards in the middle.
Surviving it somehow. That was pretty good control out of those guys. Oh, golly. Bryant really sent it in there. Somehow doesn't turn Mikey.
On the curb and he's going to go around.
14 does the Cody Cleaver, tabs the curb, and we hit our 13th caution as he goes to the tail of the field in his 10-10 Mustang. The 10-10 crew having a bad streak here, but they still got some bullets in the gun. Cody Brown is 3rd. Really, he's the last bullet in the gun. After Cody, the next one I believe is Margerson in 17th. I'm not sure if Mark Dingman's officially on their team or not, but he is running 16. This plays into Bill Rivard's plan. I do believe he's going to need as much caution as he can get.
every caution lap would be good for him. You can save about a lap and maybe a little more than a lap of green flag under caution. To elaborate on that sentence that made no sense, roughly one caution lap is worth roughly 2 green flag laps, and you can stretch it a little more with some clutching and shutting the car off, but he's going to need a lot of caution laps, I would think.
He's going to need it to second half of the race to be like the first half of the race. That's what he needs.
The field is still thinning out. Jake Lawrence retired the car a while ago.
Down to 29 cars. The only one off the lead lap is the Ghost Man. Here he goes, gets one of his 2 laps back. Travis Martin, not the kind to give up. Plus, it's his series, so he has to be here anyway.
Bill Rivard, Casey Graves, Cody Brown, Jarrett Talmadge, Thomas Green, Quinn Newton, Blake Giglio, Cody Cleaver, Grant Harrell, and Garrett Wolfenbarger are the top 10 as we complete lap 90. Brantley Bryant, Cliff Mullins, Matt Banky, Ian Montrose, Mark Dingman, or Trevor Trago, sorry, your top 15. Mark Dingman, Zachary Margis, and Jeremy Shearer, Trenton Sneed in 19th, and Carson Bechtel in 20th.
Bradley Wilson, Jeremy Clapper Newell, 21st, 22nd, Corey Deal, 23rd, J.R. Deal, 24th, John Neckrich, 25th, Gatlin Downey, 26th, Jay Munch, 27th, Mike Edwards, last car in lead lap, 28th, and then Travis Martin just picked up the lucky dog to go from 2 laps down to 1 lap down in 29th, last car still running. 68 laps to go. Do you think we'll get a race at some point, or is it just going to be like this the whole way?
Well, I think we're going to use all 3 green-white checkers.
That didn't answer my question. Do you think we get more than a 5-lap green flag run?
I don't think so. I have a hard time thinking we're going to pass another 5-lap run.
So you have a lot of cars going to be impatient now, trying to come back up to the front. Funny enough, I think they've actually been trying to be a little patient the first half, so I think it's only going to get worse.
People are going to get desperate for track position, and
yep. The Martinsville meme race. Pace car is off. Lead control car is the 10 on the high side. Bill Rivard with Jeff Gordon on the hood. The Meme McMeme face race.
Way up against the outside wall. He's going to wait really late to go, and there he does. The 42 out of shape behind him.
That allows
Saves
Graves
it.
to take second cleanly. Giglio's trying to go through the middle.
In the middle.
And 14th caution.
Who done it?
Who did it?
Shame? Who are we shaming? Oh, Carson Bechtel's missing a hood. That might missing a front bumper. Sorry, that might be a good place to start.
Yep, Bechtel was involved. I saw him pulling away unclean.
Oh no, Mark Dinkman, I believe, was the first one with issues. Locks the rears up, try and stay off of Ian Montrose.
Comes down on 35 of Benke after that, and then Bechtel caught up in the aftermath as the field accordion to try and avoid it. There's 82 breaking down. Watch the 59. Tries to stay off the 15. The 51 then turns him. And they get straightened it out, but 59 loses his nose. Joins the modified divisions here at Martinsville. What do you say we bring Bill back in and ask him about the fuel now that it's past halfway and we can get some strategy involved?
I like that plan.
Bill, DG, and Hayden again. You got a copy?
Alright.
Well, it's getting down to where you can kind of do your final calculations and determine if this is going to work or not. Do you need cautions pretty much the rest of the way to make it work?
Of course. There's no fucking way. It's just...
Did you make it to halfway with half your tank still full?
Oh, yeah. Look, if it goes the way, I'm going to do it, but...
You just have, like, bad luck, and you think it's going to go about 10 laps green somewhere in the middle, and that's going to screw you?
Probably. That's probably what will happen.
It makes you feel better. Travis Martin's down on the lead lap.
I'll just Ross Chastain after.
Wow. Bad thing is with Ross Chastain, you don't know if it means you're going to ride the wall or if you're going to wreck everybody. Or both.
Both are a win for me.
10-4. Well, good luck to you, sir, and we'll see if you can pull the strategy off.
Peace.
Boulevard is shutting the car off and coasting a lot under these caution laps.
You could hear that. Definitely shutting it off.
Good to see Quinn Newton having a good night. Quinn's usually caught up in a lot of crap, and he hasn't yet.
Well, you just jinxed the absolute shit out of him.
I probably have. So Quinn, if something happens, I apologize.
Quinn, go ahead and put the blame Hayden marks on your car because it's coming. Poor Quinn. Finally running good, and then you have to go shout him out. Oh, he has an eager Blake Giglio behind him, too. I just do not feel good for Quinn here.
Quinn, I'm sorry.
Yeah, what's going on?
I was just talking.
Talk to me. Oh, okay, whatever.
I was just talking. You've been having a good race. You've been keeping out of stuff, and Swiss is like, you just jinxed him. So if something happens, I apologize.
Blame Hayden.
Oh, I'm gonna be pissed.
Blame Hayden.
Just letting you know who to blame. All right, good luck.
All right, sounds good.
All right, sounds good. Oh, I love Quinn.
Quinn's awesome.
And there goes Bill.
Another good restart off the way top side.
See if anyone behaves back behind him.
Got my eyes glued to the number 5 machine of Quinn Newton at the moment.
Hoping Giglio doesn't turn him. Oh, Blake's can go to the outside of him. There you go. That's good for Quinn. He's not going to get driven through.
But now he's got Garrett Wolfenbarger behind him as the 16 blinks.
Not a good time for that blinking.
Oh, Wolfenbarger, I don't trust him.
We're just
Blake
watching.
gets to the bottom.
We're just watching Quinn and waiting for it at this point.
Wolfenbarger on the outside.
Who's going to screw Quinn? Ian Montrose into the wall in the door bumper clear machine. Oh boy, hang on to it, Quinn. Tight quarters racing here at Martinsville. Mr. Martinsville, Cliff Mullins in 9th.
Quinn and Wolfenbarger are the first 2 cars side by side.
Cody
Blake
Cleaver.
Giglio out of shape in front of them. That's gonna.
Oh, Blake's in the wall.
Oh, Quinn has driven it in too deep. Oh my God.
There's the jinx. There it is. Quinn brings out the very next caution. Blame Hayden.
I'm so sorry, Quinn.
Dude, I saw them get all messed up there, and I got all messed up into that corner. I was like, what are they doing? And then I just...
Totally missed your turn in.
All messed. But yeah, I thought I was going to get wrecked there. And I'm watching them, and I look up, and I'm like, I missed my mark.
It's Hayden's fault.
Well, not really. It's more mine. But man, I'm like looking at him like, I'm getting wrecked here. I'm getting wrecked.
That situation would not have happened if I had said you were having a good night. So
exactly.
Right? That's all right. We'll be all right. I've got enough fuel to the end. We'll, maybe stop here. We'll get some spots back. Not a big deal. I don't really have. I've got like 8th through 12th speed. Definitely don't have top 5 speed. I was just trying to hold the 32 back as much as I could there. But yeah, like watching you ever like watching a wreck happen in front of you, and then it's like, oh, you look up and it's like, oh, well,
yep.
Oops.
Many times.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So that's exactly what happened there. I'm like, I'm trying to find it out. I'm like, which way is? Because I thought he was gonna spin Blake to the left, or Blake was gonna come off the wall and hit me there. And I'm like, all of a sudden I look up and I'm like, oh, hey, there's the Mountain Dew sign. I'm in trouble.
Well, if I had a nickel for every time the 5 car stepped on their own dick this week, I'd have 2 nickels, which is a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Quinn, since he totally jinxed the shit out of you and you brought out the very next caution, why don't you shout out your company real fast?
Oh, yeah. 712 Brakes and whatnot. We doing another NASCAR break this Friday or Saturday. Haven't decided, but if you go on there and keep a lookout, we'll be breaking again Friday or Saturday. So another NASCAR break. We pulled a William Byron out of 10, William Byron out of 24 last weekend. So pulling some low-numbered good cards. Some
nice.
Good autos. Brittany Zamora auto pulled, so yeah, we're been doing pretty good.
10-4. Well, good luck with that this weekend, and good luck in this damn race.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
Wait, I'm sorry, man.
He's not.
I am a little bit.
He probably finds it funny that he had that kind of power.
Well, you know what? In that case, I'm picking Blake Giglio to win. He's going to go straight to the front. He's going to hold the lead the rest of this race.
Jesus.
Blake Giglio's going to do real well. He's been keeping his nose clean since the, about lap 30. Been doing a good job working his way forward. No reason to doubt the number 16 at this moment in time.
There's absolutely no way the 16 doesn't win this race, is what you're telling me.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Blake Giglio has this thing on lockdown. Just go ahead and put the mortgage on him.
There you go. Bet the entire farm, the house, everyone in the family's house, just the entire...
Oh, he's
Wow.
rubbing the 32.
I mean, it's Wolfenberger. Wouldn't you like to rub the 32?
I would like to bump doors with him. I don't know about rubbing him.
You said it. Halfway down this lap, so we can get another restart here. Pace car ducks off. Field's going to roll through 3 and 4. Bill Rivard on the top has control. Gets it pointed, gets it gassed up. Graves trying to keep up with them.
Thomas Green back up to that third position with a good restart on the outside. He's going to look to the outside of the Casey Graves machine. Drove in a little too deep.
And now we got the teammates side by side once again. This went poorly before. Now Garrett Wolfenbarger looking to take away fourth. Like Wolfie just about got Thomas Green cleared here. Green sends it in deep on the high line to try and keep him bumper to bumper. Giglio's waiting for any mistake out of Cody Brown to try and get to his inside. Cody tries to block that inside, but Blake sticks it in there anyway. Blake trying to take away 6th place here. Cody Brown lets him through.
He's going to do it out of turn number 2. The 16 with no rear bumper, I've just noticed.
That happened early on.
He's going to set sail and look for that number 3 car.
Back bumper missing like that, your car will fail post-race inspection.
Brantley Bryant out of the inside of Cody Brown. Brad Wilson's going to try to follow him through.
This is worst case scenario for our leader, Bill Rivard, by the way. These green flag laps coming off here. 7 laps and counting since our last caution. He needs all the caution he can get to make his strategy work. Well, 22 blocking the 1 just could bring out a caution. Montrose not the type to put up with that sort.
Margison goes around in the middle of turn number 2. Clips
Trenton's around. Oh my gosh, we're stopped back here. And there's the caution.
Finally brings out the yellow.
My gosh. Oh man. Start with the Margison car. Gets tagged in the rear by Mark Dingman. Then a very lazy slide. And then Margison lets off the brake, rolls down on the Trenton. The Trenton had him cleared. Trago gets into it. JR Deal. And a lot of people trying to find their way through. Carson Bechtel. Dingman's there. Then the, I believe... What was the 05? Not the 05. Who's that black Mustang? Oh, that's J Much with no numbers on the thing.
He's got quarter panel numbers.
On the roof, where I'm used to seeing him.
Ah, well, you know what? That's fair. He doesn't have them there.
The car's coming straight at me. I can't tell who it is. Well, that got exciting. Bill's going to be struggling to have enough fuel the way that long green flag run was in there of almost, what, almost 10 laps?
I think it was somewhere between 7 and 10, yeah, but it looks like as we go by pit road, he's still committed to running this out.
I mean, he's got to go for it, right?
He's made his bet at this point, yeah. You don't pit until you run out.
You either win or finish 28th with this one.
Right. Maybe he can make it to 160, but I don't know about 170.
Yeah, the green white checkers we could get, and probably will get.
We absolutely will use at least one overtime attempt.
At least one.
Wolfenbarger, the first car to pit after halfway, up to 4th. That's not good for Bill Rivard either.
No, definitely not. Has to be worrying the 10 machine. Especially if there's more green, you know, the fresh tires get the chance to actually pass somebody instead of right behind them. Who have we not talked to today?
Easy Graves is sitting second. We haven't talked to him.
Well, in
Not
case
sure if he's in. Not sure if he's sitting in Discord or not.
I figured you would have looked at Discord and then said his name. This guy.
He is not sitting in Discord, it looks like. So have we talked to Jarrett?
How much? We have not.
All right, well, let's pull him in. Jarrett, this is Hayden and Swiss up in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, hello.
Well, you're the farthest forward of cars that are in Discord we have not talked to. How's it going? Can you make it on fuel? Do you think you got a shot at the win?
I'm about 5 laps short. Maybe have a shot at the win, but my main goal is to wreck Thomas back.
I was going to ask you about that. Got into it with Thomas earlier on. Thomas just full sent on your inside and lost it, wiped you the hell out. And I was going to see, but you have already answered my question. There is definitely a little beef there, just within this race at least. Do you think there'd be any lingering effects there? And there he is, giving you a shot.
Oh, there's going to be lingering effects, all right. He's going to end up in the outside wall.
10-4.
All right, well, we got beef.
That we do. Team beef. 42-3, not getting along tonight. Jeff Gordon face. Casey Graves timed that one really well, but he has to lift because he was ahead of Bill Rivard. He would have got a black flag if he'd stayed in it. Casey Graves has to be disappointed.
Overdrives the entry of the corner. That's going to give Casey an opportunity on the bottom. Can't get the drive on exit. Wolfenbarger clear to third. He's going to send it to the inside into turn 3.
Here comes that 16 car that you guaranteed will win this race.
And this is not good for Bill Rivard now either. Fresh tires have made their way to the second position.
Definitely not good for the 10. Oh, Giglio's out of shape. Blake's going up towards the outside wall. He's going to lose several spots, but stay going in the right direction.
Out there on the asphalt with no grip in the marbles.
It's actually a hell of a save by Blake Giglio to only drop back that far. I think the 22 just shoved Cliff Mullins up the track. This should be something to watch because Cliff's not the kind to take that lightly. As you see Cliff go to the inside, he's going to give him something to think about. 22 drove it in there deep, and he's going to get away from Cliff, which is good for him.
Brightly bright around, front straightaway.
52
inside wall.
Spinning like a top coming off of turn 4. Oh, and it's off the bumper of Blake Giglio. Blake turns the 52. As if there wasn't any blood loss between the low drag team and the Shenandoah Shine crew. Blake Giglio turns one of them.
Brantley got into the back of the 3, checked up, and Blake didn't.
52. Displeased. Let's see where he's headed.
I heard on board of Blake. Blake tried to stay off him, but unfortunately wasn't quite enough there.
The 52 is going to go up there and give Blake a piece of his mind, but it seems he's calmed down a little bit. Wonder if Mullins has given the 22 any of his mind. Cliff doesn't normally take kindly to getting shoved out of the way. Is Cliff down in Discord?
I believe he is.
Hell yeah, bring him in.
Cliff, just go.
Just go what?
We saw the 22 kind of move you out of the way a little bit. Does he got one coming?
He might. I don't know. He's got chicken shit all over his car, so I mean, he already knows what's coming.
We just wanted to get confirmation and make sure you weren't going to take that lightly.
No, I mean, I'm taking it a little bit lightly because my car's still in one piece. You know, I'm trying to make it to the end of this thing right here and not have to go back there with all the actual chicken shit that's back there about, I don't know, fucking 18th on back. So, just trying to make it to the end right here. I'm hoping that the Shenandoah Shine guys up here are going to start roughing people up, and then that's going to open up a few more positions for me. And once I get up to the top 5, I think I can win this fucking thing.
Well, not to blow your mind or anything, but Blake just turned one of the Shenandoah Shine guys, so it could get spicy.
Exactly. I mean, I'm observant here. I'm seeing everything that's happening.
You got a very aggressive Ian Montrose behind you. How's that going to go?
He's a wreck bucket of fuck. He ain't gonna do nothing.
Is it because he's a wreck bucket of fuck, or is it because it's Ian Montrose?
Well, both, but still. Yeah, if I could ever get like a good, solid, like relatively just give me 2 laps to get the heat back in my tires, and I can start going forward a little bit.
10-4. Well, good luck.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Cliff Mullins, always a great interview in SRL.
Bring me up Cody Brown.
I'm gonna bring Cody. Let's go find Cody Brown. Cody Brown. There he is, down there in 10/10.
Cody, BG, and Haiti in the booth. You got a copy?
What's up, man?
Not a whole lot. We're just hanging out with a lot of folks. We see you're about a half a lap away from needing to let you go here, so we'll try to make it real quick. How has it been out there, and how'd you make your way up to this part of the field?
Well, we're kind of just working our way towards the front, and then somehow got a magic meatball. I don't know what the hell that was about, but got her fixed up, and then as everyone wrecked, got back up to third, and just we got enough fuel to get her home, trying to get her home here.
10-4, good luck.
Thanks, man.
Moved him back down to 10/10 just as the pace car pulled off the pit road. Garrett Wolfenbarger running Bill Rivard way up the racetrack.
Bill can't do his tricks. Wolfenbarger tried to time it. Rivard made him wait. Wolfenbarger trying to keep to the inside, get the leader up off the bottom. Successfully gets Rivard off the bottom. He's got the fresher tires. And the caution saves Bill Rivard. Who done it? Oh, Giglio's in it. That guy that we guaranteed was going to win the race. How does Giglio? Grant Harrell and Giglio. Giglio's trying to block him. Grant Harrell didn't like it and absolutely sends him into the corner. Cliff Mullins gets a piece of it, bounces off the wall and keeps going for Cliff. Blake into the outside wall after getting sent by Grant Harrell, who did not take kindly to Blake Giglio blocking him all the way down the backstretch. And Blake gets sent for his blocking. It's one of the stretches. It's a stretch, okay? I mean, if you turn around backwards, it's the backstretch, right?
It's a backwards stretch.
Do you dare pull Blake in to see what happened?
Absolutely. Blake?
Hey, what's going on?
That's what we were going to ask you.
I don't know. I don't even know who that is.
His name is Grant Harrell.
Grant Harrell just sent me to the moon, son.
You blocked him.
Son, he jumped to restart on me.
I love the accent. It's throwing me for a loop.
It's alright, son. I got the Austin Dillon front end.
Well, apparently Grant Harrell was not afraid to try that on a short track.
He was not. He was not afraid. I gotta give it to him.
He said, yeah, my B couldn't brake in time. What do you have to say to that?
I mean, yeah, I guess my brakes don't work either, son. I don't really know. No, I'm not gonna be able to catch him, so he got lucky this time.
Well, we got...
By we, I mean I absolutely guaranteed you were going to win this race.
Oh, he said 16th might pay me back. Go ahead. Oh, that's not fun.
So, Brantley Bryant, right beside you. You two got together earlier on. How's this going to go down?
That one was my fault, so I'm probably going to get wrecked again.
And you got Clapper behind you. You're in danger.
I really don't give a shit. It's my $12 race car, so they can beat it up. We'll be alright.
As long as it's not your Acura, right?
Right. You cannot wreck my Acura. I don't know how to fix it. I have to have to.
See what you can do in 30 laps. Good luck trying to climb back up. Blake.
That was quite Giglio.
Good to see he's having fun. I bet the 10 car is nervous as shit right now. Still shutting it off every chance he gets.
He really needs these caution laps.
Getting down to the nitty gritty. I mean, he almost lost the lead here. Wonder if he'll take bottom this time.
The issue here is he's screwed either way, because if he picks the top, he's giving fresh tires the bottom. But if he picks the bottom, he's still got a Shenandoah Shine car behind him. So, with tires.
What would you do?
I mean, the 32's been running you up the track every restart, so I would pick the bottom, but it looks like he's going to pick the top.
I guess he just likes the drives he gets from the top on these restarts, tries to clear the 32 into the corner. It didn't work last restart, but he's going to try it again. Can I elaborate on my outside of the fence experience last night? Maybe on the next caution we'll go over how I died in Monza and I'm still here to broadcast.
All right, another very crucial, very pivotal restart here. Bill Rivard with a little bit of a trick. He's going to clear the 32.
Nice restart for Rivard.
And now he's hoping for a yellow.
Very quick one. 51 clears 42. They go single file back to, I believe that's Grant Harrell. Caution. There is our quick caution. Trying to see who is involved in this one.
JR Deal, it looks like. All by himself.
Clapper pulls down and out of the way. And yeah, JR Deal, the rear brakes, locks him up. And Clapper Newell going by triggers our caution, and we get that right back out as the meme race continues tonight. The reason why we're laughing is because, well, 99% of us knew this is exactly what Martinsville is, and that's exactly why we have made it the meme week race. We knew it'd be stupid. So welcome to meme week. Now we get to
exactly as advertised.
We get to elaborate on my hellacious crash last night. We were in Monza in the SS's doing the right turn oval in cars that are not limited on horsepower. So we were hauling the mail around that oval, and I was trying to get a little bit to the right to not turn into a shish kebab and get skewered by the wall as you go back to the oval part from the main track. And there was an Andrew Beach in the way, and he was a lot closer to me than he was to the car on his inside. So I tried to kind of bully him over a little bit because, like, hey man, wall's coming, get over. And he didn't. So what ended up happening is we crashed down that direction to the right as I tried to make room, and then we crashed back to the left as he bounced off the inside wall, and that sent my car over a guardrail, into a fence, over that fence, turned into a Beyblade but on its side doing cartwheels, and I did about 15 cartwheels further down the track onto the road course part of Monza, and then into the woods. So it was quite a crash. I got yeeted to the Shadow Realm and respawned here at my desk so that I could do the broadcast here tonight. So here we are with Hayden, continuing meme week.
Good to see you checked and released at the infield care center and cleared to broadcast tonight.
I think we got checked and cleared on the moon. I'm ready for the gymnastics next Olympics, yes. Much like Ryan Johnson's bumper going for the high jump, and we'll be doing gymnastics routine with the race car. I don't know if Bill knows this, but you can't use the pace car's gas.
Unfortunately, the pace car doesn't give you any draft either, so...
What if he just slows down in front of the 32 if Wolfenbarger will push him? There you go. He got Wolfenbarger to push him. That's funny.
Work smarter, not harder.
Actually, might have helped his back bumper too, because he had left rear damage and right rear damage, and the center was sticking out. So getting the 32 to push him right there might help him.
Kind of even it all out.
He's chosen the top here. Lights out on the pace car. We're a lap away from going back green. 22 to go from Martinsville, Virginia. Rivard trying to go the entire race without pitting. You heard Talmadge say he's about 8 laps short, and, well, he has 31 laps less.
Wolfenbarger already playing games.
Wow, they're banging doors.
Up the hill.
They're banging doors hard there. Oh.
They're banging again. They keep banging. They're still banging.
Rivard driving him down the track. Trying not to give him room to go up the hill.
Oh, they make contact.
Rivard is pissed.
Going to try to take him out.
Oh my gosh, and Wilson's going to go to the lead. And there's the spin we saw coming.
But the caution came out before that.
Wow.
What was the caution for?
I felt like it came out right when the 10 went around.
No, they wrecked in the back. Blake Giglio involved.
Oh, Blake.
The 26 of Neckridge.
Blake.
It wasn't Blake's fault, believe it or not. John Neckridge lost it in front.
Did you watch it a little bit further back?
I haven't gotten a good view of it yet.
Blake hits the 26, and that's when he spins around. Like, he gets into him, and then he spins.
That's what brings the caution out, but yeah, up front.
I think John's gassed it up on that high line. Could be a bad angle I'm looking at, but it looks like Blake tags his bumper a little bit.
It's very minimal contact, but it certainly could have been enough.
Bill Rivard wishing that was a little sooner. Rivard now 25th Shenandoah Shine Cars doing what they had to do to get the lead. I'm sure Bill Rivard is pissed.
Can we find out?
Sure.
All right, well, let's go bring Bill Rivard in here for the third time. Well, Bill, you don't got to worry about fuel anymore.
Yeah.
Well, what happened from your perspective?
I mean, you got a couple bitches up there that can handle anything, so.
And by handle, what are we talking about?
Oh, they want to try and bang doors going into the fucking turn 1. No, they got it coming. This race or something else.
Dan for?
We'll see.
I am interested to talk to the other half of that.
That's what I was working on.
Pretty wide.
Hello, Garrett.
What is up?
We're just coming to get the other side of the story here, and, well, you know what? We're going to bring Bill down here, too. Bill and Garrett, discuss your incident.
I mean, he chooses top, door slams me down in the middle of the restart zone, so I'm not having it, so I'm going to stay where I'm at. He's trying to push me down, then he shoots up to the top, then we go green, he gets loose, and then he tries to wreck me. I don't know what he's doing there, and then he just wrecked himself, so that's my side of the story. I was just trying to get a good restart. He's ignoring me the whole time, so unfortunate, but that's not how I wanted it to go. I wish we were still up here racing and going green flag racing, but I don't know.
Bill, your rebuttal?
Bill just keeping his mouth shut, it sounds like.
Bill has no rebuttal. This is not how debates work.
Well, Garrett, one would argue that you were pushing him up the track in turn 1. What was the deal with that?
I mean, because, the rule is you're supposed to call out where you're going on the restart. If you're the leader, you're supposed to call to top or bottom. Last restart, he did not call. So I was kind of giving him some, just joking with him, trying to say he didn't call it. So he called it this time, so I made sure he was going to the top.
All right, we'll move from back down there real quick as we get the green flag.
And he gets the tire spin, and Wilson going to get the jump here. Thomas Green trying to take second place away. Thomas Green drives it in there deep. A little too deep. Is Wolfenbarger able to recover? 15 laps to go. Thomas Green still putting the pressure on. Talmadge gets into the Wolfenbarger a little bit. I don't know if Talmadge was trying to send him in the green or turn him the other way. And there is 21st caution.
Jeremy Clapper Newell.
Oh, Clapper. Oh, Bill gets down there on the 26, kind of pushes him up a bit, and that causes the 26 to get into Clapper Newell, and Clapper backs into the fence. Nothing Clapper did wrong there. Just got caught in the wrong place.
For once.
Yeah. Clapper's like going to record this and clip it and put it in his permanent record. I didn't do it. Well, Thomas Green gets to move up to that front row.
Yeah, which means I expect Brad to take the bottom now and work with his teammate.
Try to help him get through. It's smart. You have teammates lined up inside and outside then in that case. And I don't know if the 3 and 42 have put their differences away yet or not. They're going to be nose to tail if that happens. Casey Grave could be licking his chops and seeing all kinds of hell break loose in front of him.
This could get very interesting very quickly.
Extremely quickly. Cliff somehow still in the top 10. He's been waiting for all the drama to unfold, and he's picking them up one by one as they fade out. Giglio getting yeeted out, and now the 10 car out of the way. Grant Harrell showing he's not afraid to put the bumper to anybody. Currently in the 7th spot. He's got Cody Brown ahead of him. Casey Graves. Anybody else we haven't talked to yet?
We haven't talked to Grant Harrell if he's in a Discord somewhere.
Look at the Discord and then say if we've talked to him or not. Easier.
We have not talked to
Any of the
Trenton
goons?
Sneed.
Any of the goons? We haven't talked to anybody on the goon team at all, so we need to call a goon
That is
here.
a very good point. Let's talk to Carson Bechtel.
All right. Neckridge was in that last wreck. That could have been fun.
Carson, this is Hayden and Swiss up in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Well, how's your night been so far, and what do you think you can do?
The world's worst roller coaster. Whole lot of ups and downs at a very sharp angle.
That does sound very unpleasant. What a vivid image you just put in my head. It's been quite the adventure. Do you think you can steal a top 10 here with a handful of laps left?
If we go green for a little bit, I think I can get to 9th or 8th, but I think I'm going to need some luck to get further than that. I think I need some leaders to bump and bang.
Well, we've seen plenty of that so far. It could be breaking your way. You just never know.
Yeah, you really don't know. There's been a lot more leaders wrecking than I thought would happen.
10-4. Well, good luck to you, and see if you can't pick up a few more spots.
All right, thank you.
There. Now I think we got every team covered. Unless you want to pull. Did we told Matt Benke yet? First caution?
We have not talked to Benke.
Yes, Dustin. It's our first caution of the night. Lights out on the police car.
The day we have green flag pit stops at Martinsville is the day I will quit SRL.
Does it matter what car?
Any SRL series.
Oh, wow. Thomas Green not able to keep up with the 51 as Garrett Wolfenbarger gets to his inside, and Brad Wilson gets a great jump here. How quickly do we go back under yellow? 22nd caution of the race waves. Thomas Green holds on to second.
It could have been Jeremy Clapper Newell again. It wasn't. He was checking up for the wreck in front of him. That was J.R. Deal and Bill Rivard.
Oh, wow. Oh, JR losing it. Oh, no. It's the lowest amount of fuel you can put in. We might make this happen. JR losing it, getting up a little too high up into the marbles on the restart, and then Bill Rivard nowhere to go. Oh, no. JR is fortunate we don't have the 3 strikes rule in this race. Pretty sure that was his third one right there.
Well, now that we have another caution, let's go talk to Matt Benke.
Yay.
Matt Benke, this is Hayden and Swiss up in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, I got you guys. What's going on?
We were going to ask you that. You having fun pacing here tonight?
I was having fun the first half of the race when I was running in the top 10. Now I just feel stuck in 14th.
Well, scoreboard, I was going to say, scoreboard shows 13th, and just to let you know, the back end of your car looks great. Front end of your car is a little beat up, and those panties got some wrinkles in them, but the back end looks great.
Yeah, well, you know, it's got to get damaged somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, it just means that you haven't been running to the backups. So you've been getting real deep into that braking zone, and you've been the one tagging some people in front of you.
Well, I mean, I did run into Ian a few times, so, I mean, that happens.
I didn't know that was possible. Ian's like #1 corner over driving guy, the throw it in there guy.
Oh, you know, first 10 laps I didn't hit him, and then after that it was, you know, door here, door there.
Looks like it's still been pretty fun out there. How's the meme week been for you? Have you enjoyed it so far?
It's been rough so far. The first race didn't go so good tonight. So,
I mean, it still looked like it was fun to launch some dirt street stocks off of jumps.
It was. I did enjoy that.
Well, you got any more plans for meme week that we should know about, or you want to keep it under wraps until you are ready to show it off?
I actually didn't do any painting, so I don't really have anything.
Oh my goodness. Letting me down. Letting me down. I thought we'd see like a Thomas the Tank Engine car.
Well, I did have the thought about pulling up the Swedish Fish car, but, yeah, I could probably do that for Thursday.
Alright, bud. Good luck.
Thank you.
Matt Benke in the 35, currently 13th. Maybe give him a chat while we're under caution once again.
If we get 1 to green here, it'll be a natural green-white checker attempt.
Which means we could get 4, which is more than 3, and Cliff will be angry.
Exactly.
And it's exactly what happened. So 4 attempts at a green-white checker. Do we see anything up front, or where do you think the drama is going to unfold?
If Thomas can get clear in this second, in front of Wolfenbarger, behind Brad, I think that there's enough bad blood between the Shine cars and everybody else that a bumper could be used here.
Oh, we're pushing them down into the concrete here. Already leaning on one another, and there we go. Back to the green flag. Wolfenbarger trying everything he can to try and get in there. We got a car slow on the front stretch. That's going to cause a wreck. It's the 69 of Jay Munch, and they are blocking the track.
Goes around up front.
Brad Wilson is crashed. So is Thomas Green. Front two cars are both around.
I said it could happen, and it did.
Wolfenbarger throws it in there. Green and throws it in there, and Wilson is wiped out. Wolfenbarger, now you're race leader after all that. Go back and see what happens to J Munch. He loses it same place JR did, coming down off the asphalt onto the concrete. And my holy hell, they blocked the whole track, and it is on from there. Giglio, Travis Martin, meme week at its finest right there. Blake Giglio's in it. Remember that time you guaranteed me Blake Giglio was winning this race?
I did guarantee that.
He just alt that forward.
That does sound about right. We had also lost Bill Rivard a little earlier on after his incident.
Corey Deal still sits on the pit road, but I don't think he's rejoining us. So 26 cars appear to be still running, including this wounded Victoria's Secret car. We broadcast or cursed him, and we didn't even say a nice thing about him. I guess I did say his back bumper wasn't torn up.
Well, and now his back bumper is indeed torn up.
Now it's nice and clean. We just got a brand new race car.
There we go. Fast repair for the 35 machine.
Now I'm going to go back and see if his back bumper indeed did get knocked out of that, because he lost the whole nose. Let's go find out. I'm very curious to see if this car lost the back bumper.
I believe he got hit in the rear.
Oh yeah, his bumper's pretty beat up there. That's bad. Sorry about your back bumper, Matt. I'll take credit for that one. Now we've got a Talmadge car that has already been moved out of the way once tonight. He could be looking for revenge on just anyone and not give a damn who it is. Mike Edwards has a completely destroyed right front, and he is in the top 10. Brad Wilson's going to restart 9th. He's going to be hot under the collar.
Brad Wilson presumably felt like he had this race won with control of these restarts, and Thomas Green decided that he was going to go in there and try to move him out of the way, but caution had already come out, and he turned him. He didn't move him.
Do you put it on the 3 or are you putting it on the 32? Because he was kind of right on the 3.
I would more put that on the 3. I didn't see any real contact from the 32 and the 3, so kind of looked like Thomas just drove it in there real deep, trying to get to the back of the 51, thinking, well, we can get a caution at any second, and I want the lead, and
Okay, so the first contact is between the 3 and the 51, but the 32 does make contact with the 3, and that's why they both spin. So there you go.
Put it on Thomas for the contact with the 51, and put the contact that sends the 3 around on the 32. And Wolfenbarger gets 2 for 1 after the caution comes out, and is going to be your race leader. And he's picking the top without a teammate next to him.
Not too surprised. A lot of guys have been starting it up there, because then you got the room to run it to the wall and turn it straight and then hit the accelerator. A lot of the guys are trying that, and that's why the inside line kept fighting to push the driver up higher and higher, so they couldn't do that.
Exactly. So Talmadge. Jared Talmadge absolutely needs to run him up just like he is. Make it so he can't turn down.
You got just enough turn in it, but they're still making contact. They got a little wheel spin.
Talmadge did a great job of killing his momentum. He's going to drive it into turn 1, run the 32 up the track, and he's going to be the race leader.
And the caution is out. Talmadge is your leader. John Neckrich seems to be around. I think that's Clapper Newell up against the fence. Oh, he was going to lose it under braking in the 26. Poor Clapper, nowhere to go. Once again, not Clapper's fault. It's the most I've ever said that in one broadcast. And Talmadge is now your race leader. Wolfenbarger is going to be 2nd, and Casey Graves will be 3rd. And that'll be really interesting to see what Talmadge decides to do as the leader.
I feel like you have to take the bottom, because you just did you showed Garrett what he needs to do to get the lead from the bottom, and you can't let him do that.
Now, if you're Wolfenbarger and you're stuck on the top, do you let him clear you so that you can get behind him and ship him into one?
I mean, it depends on if the 4 gets a good restart. I mean, you saw Joey Logano and Martin Truex a handful of years ago. Truex maybe wishes that he didn't clear Logano down the back and gave Logano an opportunity to bump him, run him up the track, and he took the win that way. So, I don't know if I'm past experiences would lead me to believe that Wolfenbarger will take this a step up from what Talmadge just did. So I would absolutely not be surprised if the 32 lays a very hard bumper to the 42 if he gets the opportunity.
So it could get exciting for guys like Casey Graves and Cody Brown just behind. They could find their way around what could happen.
I would not be at all shocked if Casey Graves, Cody Brown, Ian Montrose come away with this race win. Because also, Talmadge, if the 32 gets into you, and you can stand on the gas and get in his right rear, take, you know, like one of those, if I'm going, you're going with me, I think you could do it.
Well, we heard Bill Rivard say he was worried about fuel, and Talmadge said he was about 5 laps short. Here we are in the green-white checkers. I know the cautions have helped him, but do you think he can make it, or is it possibly an issue?
I wouldn't think fuel's an issue at all. I think everyone should be good at this point.
If anyone is in trouble in fuel, it's Talmadge. It's 138 laps since he's been to the pit lane. That is the most of anybody in the field by far. Next closest is Casey Graves in 4th with 121. So Graves 17 laps better. They're gold on fuel. Too many cautions, is the report. Hunter says he was good on fuel, so Talmadge is probably good also, as long as he's been saving.
And there we go. Talmadge does indeed take the bottom. So now what he should do is he should run the 32 up the track.
And then turn down.
Middle of 3 and 4, make a hard left and get straight. And make it so the 32 has to way overdrive a corner to do it. Now,
they're already
Austin
arguing
Dillon
over
showed
space.
it's possible.
They're already arguing over the space. Look at this. Gotta love short tracks.
Trying to shove him down, keeping the nose in front.
And there we go. Talmadge gets a huge jump. Excellently done. The 2 is wrecking. Cody Cleaver in the inside wall. Here comes Wolfenbarger to the inside. He throws it in there. 42 Talmadge up the hill. Wolfenbarger on the inside. Casey Graves looking in there as well. Wolfenbarger gets to the inside of the 42, and we are racing down the backstretch drag race style. The 42 gets to do it again as the caution comes out. Wolfenbarger, I think, had it done and just not able to clear him. And then here we go. The 69 and the 37. Cliff just makes him go into the pit lane. We go to another.
Our final green-white checker attempt. Talmadge was really smart there into one. He saw Wolfenbarger coming with a huge head of steam and just really opened the door so he wouldn't get taken out. And that's what ended up saving him and having the lead when the caution came out.
So J Munch gets in the back of his teammate Scherer and then really woes it up. Cliff Mullins then no chance to react, gets into the back of J Munch, turns him around, and the caution comes out. Talmadge able to hang on to the lead there. What does Wolfenbarger maybe do different this time?
I mean, as much as I hate to say it, I feel like he's just going to do the same thing again, just more.
More aggressively? Oh my.
Because now, you know, a caution ends the race versus, you know, you get another chance at it, so.
Very true. 26 goes around, gets a lap back on the lead lap. 25th spot, Matt Benke sitting on the pit lane, currently shown 26th. Other cars outside the top 20 that you can't see. Jeremy Clapper Newell's 21st, Cody Cleaver 22nd, Cliff Mullins 23rd, J Munch 24th, John Neckrich 25th. Those cars still running on the lead lap. Yeah, Lucas, it's been rough up front. They have been very aggressive on these restarts. They've been smashing each other, driving them all the way up to the wall, driving them down to the curb. It's been very physical on these restarts. It's been entertaining. I'll be the first to say it. I've been entertained as hell. What about you, Hayden?
We've had some solid racing, and I feel like, it hasn't been all that bad. A lot of cautions, which we expected, but ultimately, for what we expected, I think this has been solid. I do have a exclusive report from the number 71 machine of Andrew Beach, saying that Swiss is correct that Martinsville does not belong in SRL. So heated words from the number 71 car.
I don't think it's ever been said in SRL history that I was correct.
It's the first time for everything, so...
We have avid race fan in chat saying that the 10 drives like the former number 10, Krashika Patrick. Good old interactions. How dare you? Lights out on the pace car. We're just over half a lap away from what I believe is our final attempt at the green-white checker.
It is. Garrett Wolfenbarger on the outside of Jarrett Talmadge on the front row. Talmadge is the control car on the inside. If something happens, Casey Graves and Cody Brown could absolutely slip through.
Already
Games are
dooring.
being played already.
Already dooring each other. And there's the launch. Talmadge gets clear. Casey Graves on the inside of the 32. 32 comes down across him anyway.
He's gonna wreck him. He's gonna wreck him.
Cody Brown sends it all the way to the wall. He's trying to Chastain his way through.
Side by side for the race lead. Wolfenbarger with newer tires. They're kind of wrecking in the back. Talmadge sends it into turn 3.
Oh my gosh, Casey Graves is right there with the 4 car. He's going to look inside. They're making contact. Casey Graves to the inside, 3 wide into turn number 1. Graves makes contact with the 32. The 42 gets sent by the 51. Wilson somehow made his way into this fight. Casey Graves not able to get the 32 clear. He's losing the back end of that 4 car into the corner. He's up into Wilson. Casey Graves goes around. It's going to be a Shenandoah Shine 1-2 here at Martinsville. Garrett Wolfenbarger with the win. Wilson brings it across second. Grant Harrell, his first podium in SRL. Wow. Absolutely wow.
That was a heck of a final 2 laps.
It was that. Our 32 car is completely destroyed by his teammate there at the end. Oh my goodness. What a finish that was. It was almost worse the 176 laps we had to wait for that. Good grief, that was wild. Garrett Wolfenbarger with the win. Get him up here.
Let's go down to Shenandoah Shine and grab our race winner. Garrett, this is Hayden Swiss up in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, lots of games played on that final restart, but ultimately, through all the chaos, you get to the checkered flag first. Walk us through that green-white checker and all the shenanigans.
That whole last few restarts was crazy. That second to last one, I got on the inside of him and then get that caution. So I thought we had him on that second one, and then that last one, I was a little worried going into one. Him having the inside, I thought he had the advantage. I probably should have picked the bottom on the first one, but we got in there, got on his inside, gave him a little bump, got him up the track. Thought we had it for sure. And then he doored me down onto the curb going in 3 and 4. So I got a little tight on the exit, and then they got underneath us, and I thought it was over after that. I thought we were going to get wrecked going 3 wide into 1 on the last lap. But able to hold on to it there and get the win. Bradley got second somehow. I'm shocked. Don't know how that happened. He was telling me to slam on the brakes, let him win. I can't do that. I can't do that. But no, honestly, even though it was a caution fest, had a blast. So we will take a win finally in this Xfinity season. So nice to get one.
10-4, nice hard-earned win there. You got the Friends Family Sponsor shoutouts for us tonight.
Yeah, man, Shenandoah Shine. Man, guys, love them. You guys for broadcasting, as always. And then, of course, running the league as well. And then, Kayla and Brantley and Bradley for racing, and everyone else for trying to keep it clean as most as we can, even though we had a whole bunch of cautions. So, had a great time, and hopefully we get another win next week.
At 10-4, good luck. Locked in the playoffs, and your season looks bright.
Yep, thanks.
Let's go.
That was your winner. We'll grab second place here.
Bradley, DG, and Hayden in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, that was one wild race. How the hell did you get all the way back to second?
Honestly, not sure. They started getting into it for the lead in front of us. They were 3 wide. Cody Brown sent it on that restart, and that was one position. And I don't really know. It was almost like bumper cars when the white flag came out, and they died underneath me into 3 on the white flag, and just kind of gave me second. But was hoping that Wolfie would slam on the brakes a little bit since I'm like 17th in points, and honestly looking down the barrel of the gun there, just feeling the pressure from it. But if I could have got to him, I would have gave him the bumper.
It's only week 4. You're already worried? You got 6 more weeks to get a win.
Yeah, but I like to be at least a little safer, or at least further up the points of what we are. Definitely had a few terrible weeks.
Well, if you stop speeding on pit road.
I know, right? I genuinely bought iOverlay, like DG recommended, and it has the pit helper thing. And I kept underneath it, but I looked to see where my box is as I'm turning into it. Sped.
God,
I can't catch a break.
That's rough. Well, still got at home second. It had to be a good feeling to rebound after the way that race started to unfold towards the end there. And still a decent finish, good points, friend. That ought to move you up a bit. And you got the friends, family, sponsor shout outs for us tonight.
Just ShandowishShine.co, Garrett and Brantley for coming out racing this with me. It's been a lot of fun. Everyone for showing up for Martinsville, even though it can be a bit of a crapshoot, still fun. You for putting this on, Hayden, you for broadcasting this. It's just all around been really fun.
10-4. Congrats on that second place run tonight. Get on out of here, and hopefully we'll see you back here tomorrow.
All right. Thank you, sir.
And we grab our third place driver, the 22 of Grant Harrell. Grant with the Austin Dillon crossed out face on the car with chicken shit all over it. Pretty great. How was it out there in the 22 tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank TJ Designs for the design of the scheme, and pretty good run. I hate what happened to Blake. I did not mean to dive bomb it into turn 1 like that, and I hate that it took him out. I was not able to brake really well all day, so I apologize to him, and if he wants to pay me back in a future race, I understand it.
Well, don't beat yourself up too much. He's done it to some other folks too. We've pretty much all done it to one another at some point. So it's all good. I think that's how Cliff Mullins has me at the top of his list permanently. But anyway.
I got Cliff too. He was I feel bad for him too. He got him in the left front.
Dang. That means Martinsville though. You're pretty much going to hit everybody. But, congrats on the strong P3 run. You already got your shout outs in there, so that was nice. How was the race overall?
I mean, it was fun. I was hoping for a green flag run because I got involved in a wreck. Didn't have too much damage, so I pit. Didn't even have to use fast repair. Got some fuel in it. It was about right before halfway, so I was hoping that it would go green because everybody else would have had to pit. But it's a good result overall.
You want Martinsville to go green? That's funny. That never happens.
Yeah, that never happens. That never happens.
There's a reason why this is a meme week race, because that doesn't happen. Congrats on the P3. I think it's your first podium in SRL. Am I right?
Yes. I've been running around top 10 all year, except for Daytona. I looped it on pit road, starting at the back. But yeah, I just haven't got the finishes so far, and it's good to finally get one.
There we go. Congrats on that P3 run tonight. Get on out of here, and hopefully we'll see you soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Grant Harrell in the 22, bringing it home in third place tonight. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. Let's go ahead and look at our final results from Martinsville, Virginia. Obviously, our winner, Garrett Wolfenbarger in the 32. Brad Wilson, Grant Harrell, your podiums. Ian Montrose, Mike Edwards round out your top 5. Then Gatlin Downey, Trenton Sneed, Trevor Trago, Carson Bechtel, and Zach Marchison all picking up top 10s. Page 2, if it'll go to it. It's taking its sweet time. There it goes. You have Travis Martin, Cliff Mullins, Mark Dingman, Cody Cleaver, Jeremy Sherrod, John Neckrich, Jay Munch, Brantley Bryant, J.R. Deal, and Jeremy Clapper Newell. And our final page, we have, man, there's a lot of cards. It's not our final page. Go figure. Took too soon. Cody Brown's 21st, Jarrett Thomas 22nd, Casey Graves 23rd, Thomas Green 24th, Quinn Newton 25th, Matt Benke, Blake Giglio, Bill Rivard, Corey Deal, Jake Lawrence rounding out that one. And now our final page, I promise. We have Andrew Beach, Lucas Hoytsma, Noah Hamilton, Diego Rodriguez, Dave Hoytsma, and, well, Hayden Lowell never got a start. So 35 cards here tonight. Hayden just likes to see his name on the screen. Appreciate everyone being here. Yeah, you're welcome. Got to get Hayden in here for one last wrap up of his thoughts on the race. What you got?
Pretty typical Sidewinder Martinsville race. A lot of cautions, lots of hurt feelings, lots of restart games, and ultimately we had one of the better cars all night take the victory, and got to see some funny faces. So in the end, it was 2 hours of predictableness.
I would say it was a successful Martinsville Beam Week race.
It certainly played the part, and that's all we can ask of it.
Well, thanks, Travis, for organizing that for us. It was very entertaining. I hope you were entertained as well at home. Let's go ahead and pay the bills so we can get on out of here as soon as we knock some things out of the way. Here we go. Wild Horse Broadcasting does our ARCA series on Monday nights. Appreciate them. Fort Worth Screen Printing does our Dirt Street Stock series on Tuesday. And then later on Tuesday, we had ARC Music who put on this awesome Xfinity race we had here tonight. And 712 Break 712 does our Wednesday Cup series with the CTC folks, Lucas and company. Then we got Wanted Goons, Kenny Frisbee and crew putting on our truck series every Thursday. Then DGS Paint and Designs does our GT3 series on Friday. A little bit after that one, we have the Gold Eagle Syrup Super Speedway Series. Always a good time there. We're running Street Stocks at Charlotte this week to have fun on the memes. Labor 12 does our IndyCar series late Friday nights. Spit and Venom Podcast does our doubleheader on Sunday with the late models and the street stocks. Always a good time there. And thanks once again to CTC Race Network that covers our IndyCar series for us as well as our Cup series. Thanks all of you for being here tonight. We appreciate you watching. Thanks so very much. And for Hayden and DG, we're going to get out of here from Martinsville. Have a great night.
See you guys.
I love that that'll be the very end of the YouTube. See you guys.
Perfect.
All right, now we're just Twitch stream. We get the music back on. Hang